Hello everyone, welcome to Smart Market Insights here on Kalkine TV. I'm Daniel and today we'll be looking at the commodities wrap up for the week. It was a mixed bag for commodity prices last week. Several commodities registered significant gains while the prices of others tumbled drastically. The prices of commodities remained volatile during the week on fears around the Russia-Ukraine war and rising coronavirus cases in China. The prices of commodities ranging from energy products to metals have recorded substantial gains in the last month following the Russia invasion of Ukraine, raising supply shortage concerns. However, the rally of some commodity prices has cooled off on prospects of resolution between the two countries. Brent crude oil recorded a weekly decline of 4.61%, while WTI crude oil recorded a weekly decline of 4.31%. The prices of both the benchmarks dropped dramatically on rising oil inventories and increasing coronavirus cases in China. Furthermore, coal prices have fallen nearly 8% in the last week. Natural gas recorded a weekly gain of 3.18%. The significant rise came from higher demands in Europe and limited supplies from Russia. In the last week, gold recorded one of the biggest declines since mid-June. The decline in gold prices is due to a rise in global bond yields as prospects of higher interest rates continue to strengthen worldwide. Moreover, hopes for a diplomatic solution between Russia and Ukraine ahead of the resumption of peace talks also curtailed safe haven demand. Likewise, silver prices hit a two-week low of $24.43 US per ounce in the last week. Industrial metals, including platinum and tin, declined last week after hitting multi-year highs recently. Conversely, iron ore, copper and aluminium prices registered gains last week. Nickel has tumbled nearly 29% in the last week. At the same time, lithium prices lodged substantial gains during the period. Against this backdrop, let's now look at a few commodities that recorded substantial volatility in the last week. First, crude oil, whose benchmarks recorded substantial drops last week as Russia and Ukraine held talks to discuss a ceasefire. Mixed reactions to the negative inventory report also weighed on oil prices. The U.S. Energy Information Administration had noticed an increase of 4.345 million barrels in the U.S. crude oil inventory against the expectations of a 1.375 million barrel decline. Furthermore, lockdowns in a few regions in China due to rising COVID-19 cases also subdued the commodity's demand. Moving on to another commodity that recorded substantial volatility last week, nickel prices continued to free fall on Monday and hit $31,380 per metric ton as the London Metal Exchange resumed nickel trading. Nickel prices had jumped earlier this month on supply disruptions associated with Russian invasion of Ukraine. Russia is the world's third largest nickel producer in the world. Nickel prices hit above 100,000 US per metric ton on the 8th of March 2022 after China's Tsingshan Holding Group, one of the world's top producers, bought large amounts to reduce its short bets on metal. Well, that's all for now. We'll be back again with the Smart Market Insights show. Until then, keep watching Kalkine TV for the latest market updates and related insights. I'm Daniel, signing off for now.